Sack the Syrup series is back on, and we decided that we're going to bring in the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel and compare that against the syrup. So, welcome to another episode of the Bourbon Experience, and we're gonna get at it. So,
yeah, I've got my opinions already. We'll see how it stacks up.
we're trying to get rid of his preconceived notions. Thank you, goodness.
Listen,
Get this preconceived. So, Sack the Syrup series again. Just to reiterate, we love Woodford's Double Oaked, and so we call it the syrup. And so we thought we have a compare against other, brands Double Oaked, and this the toasted barrel from Elijah Craig is their Double Oaked. And so we thought, well, this would be a great and I've had it for a while. You can tell I've been working on it.
Yep.
So,
you just want to get empty the bottle.
Well, we need to work on it. Yeah.
He's creating shelf space.
Okay, so do we want to go first with the Elijah Craig first? Is that what we want?
Is the one on the left the Elijah Craig?
The one on the left is the Elijah Craig. Yes, sir. So this is what I do like about both of them really, but the Elijah Craig is I came walking up, I can already smell.
Yeah.
It's got a nice nose to it.
It does have a great nose.
Yeah. Well, when you think of Elijah Craig, I think above all other brands is when you talk about classic bourbon smells.
Yeah.
Elijah Craig just does it. And, like even this with the finish, with the toasted finish, it's just got all of that wonderful
caramels,
barrel notes. It is a fantastic smell.
Yeah.
And I don't have this one here, huh?
No.
Well, it's right there.
It's here now.
It's here right now for as long as it lasts.
Do you get a fruity flavor? A fruity smell out of that at all? I get like
I don't get any flutes.
You don't get flutes?
There's a bit of a clarinet.
Yeah.
It'll be like this one time at band camp when we all had a campfire.
I do get some fruit notes out of that.
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of light, which is not, not light as in thin.
No, it's not prominent, but I would probably say there's kind of like some plums or dates.
Yeah.
In there, so
that's fair. I like it. I mean, now it's been at least 2 or 3 months since I've gone into this bottle. One of Robert's friends, he was like, he loves this bottle. Absolutely loves this bottle. He prefers it over the Woodford Double Oaked.
Jeff does?
Jeff, yep.
Okay.
And so I went back to it and I was like, Jeff is onto something. I'm not sure I would definitely take it over the Double Oaked, and we'll find out here in a second. But, it's got a classic bourbon. It's 94 proof, I believe. Yeah. So it is not a super heavy, hitter. It probably drinks a little hotter than maybe it is, but
I think it's pretty standard for Elijah Craig.
It is pretty standard there for them. But the nose transfers over to the palate very well.
I would agree with that. It's in previous times that I've tasted this, there's something about toasted barrels that I've had before.
Yeah.
There's this kind of little bite in the finish that I just.
Did you get it now?
It doesn't jive. This is the first time that I actually haven't had that as much.
Uh-huh.
It's still there. It takes away a bit for me, but there is the bourbon flavor, that classic Elijah Craig flavor, actually is just kind of what's staying.
Yeah.
And the finish on that classic flavor is hanging on.
Yeah.
It's got a nice lasting finish.
And that's what I did note, and that was one of my notes from from previous, was how long the finish lasted with this bottle. And it does. It lasts.
Yeah.
I'm still tasting it. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
It's actually, this is the best experience that I've had with toasted barrel. So maybe I just need to pop a cork on one and let it sit around for 7 months.
Yeah, right. Have a few sips and then come back to it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It has aired out pretty well, hasn't it? That's pretty tasty.
Do you think that's? I mean, it's been in the bottle the whole time, but does it actually lose or change taste? And
It
over
can.
time?
There's even some discussion that once it gets down to this far, some people talk about you've got to drink it quick or it will go.
Or put it into a smaller bottle.
Yeah.
Where there's less airspace.
Oh,
So
I come back to stuff quickly enough.
It's a debatable topic. Like, how much flavor do you really lose out of that? And you're not going to lose that much flavor on it. For somebody who's like a professional taster, they could probably notice the difference. And so, I mean, it just kind of depends on which field you're playing on, really.
And there ain't much professional going on here. Not at all.
Nope. Not even on my day job.
All right, so let's get over to the syrup. Yeah,
That's a lovely coat.
it's definitely got the legs, it's got the garter belt, and it's got the clasps to hold on to.
That's right.
There is just so. Oh man, I'm totally on that syrup train with this thing.
Yeah,
That is all sorts of maple smacking me right in the face. It's like I'm sitting there drinking straight off the tree.
Thorny, you're losing to the rookie. It's embarrassing. Come on, Rabbit. You can do it.
With this series, we've had some good ones. 2XO, we had Whiskey War, which those were specialized Whiskey War double oaks, right?
Yeah.
And that's the only thing for right now that has been able to sack it for me, right? Was the Whiskey War. It was the Oak Father. Man, that was.
I don't know. I had the good, the bad, and the oaky last night.
Yeah, really?
Man, it was so good.
But the aroma coming out of that. Listen, I like the aroma coming out of the Elijah Craig. This one's just, it's got it. This is such a wonderful nose to it.
Deep.
Deep.
Yeah.
Tons of just maple syrup and caramels mixed together.
I mean, honestly, that first sip, if you don't sit there and think French toast, it's just mapley. It's almost like you got the waffle or the toast right there, and then you've got that fantastic little kind of butter line coming through it. I mean, it really hits
great.
All that. It's just it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't drink this a whole lot. I've got a bottle at home. I don't drink it a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't drink a lot when I get home. When I'm at home anyway. I mean, most of the drinking I do. So are we grading the nose,
let's do that.
the drink, and the finish?
So let's start off with the nose. What's your vote for the nose?
Nose is closer than I was thinking that it was going to be.
Yeah.
But when it comes down, if I'm in the mood for a sweet bourbon, that nose is just all day, every day. Yeah, the Woodford Reserve.
All right. How about you? How about the nose for you?
I have to double
oak it.
the nose on this is really great. I can't call it.
Call it split.
Yeah.
They're both very different. I think they're both very different noses. I just can't get away from the Woodford and how deep that is for me.
Right.
It's just
But if you're not in the sweet mode, then you're with the nose. You're probably going the Elijah Craig between these two.
Yeah, I could see that, but the Elijah Craig nose is really good.
It is.
It's really it's a good bourbon across the board. Okay, so nose. Okay, how about taste? How about flavor?
It's Woodford Reserve.
Yep.
Yeah. My preconception was this was going to have that aftertaste, that finish hit, that bitter hit again. It was still slightly there, and Woodford Reserve is that wonderful hug of a friend that when you really need it. And
I didn't get a hug from either of them.
How about a hug?
The white zone is when the immediate loading and unloading of passengers only.
Nope.
I'm just talking about how it feels when you're drinking it.
Okay.
It's home.
Yeah. It's just, I sit there and think, man, I'm going to just sit down in front of a hearth and just chill.
Pull out your pipe and
Man, it's Sounds like a great night.
Okay, taste for you.
Woodford.
Yeah, the Woodford.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny as we talked about how the Elijah Craig, the nose transferred over to the taste really nicely, and it does that with Woodford. Obviously, the double oaked, it does transfer over very nicely. It's not something that you get catch you off guard. And they are what they are. They're not pulling in all these different flavors and, you know, giving you like Alex would say, a story or a ride. You know, as you go through.
A strong oak.
It's this is who we are.
Yeah.
This is it, and boom, 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 and both of them do that.
Yes.
So for me, I'm also going to go with the taste. Okay, so how about finish? Let's talk about finish.
Again, I mean, if it just
It's
wasn't
much
that
like
little,
Sweden.
Huh?
The finish is much like Sweden.
Oh, Lord help us.
You're talking about the finish, too.
oh, finished.
Oh, finish.
Like, what does a finish have to do with Sweden? You know why in Norway they have barcodes on their ships?
Why?
So they can Scandinavian.
Oh my god. I insert dad joke. You know, everyone's gonna have a dad joke for the night. You know, I know.
We're waiting.
My jokes are much better than that.
Well,
We're waiting.
Well, we're waiting.
All right,
so
finish. Finish.
one in.
Yeah, one and not two.
one.
So
Okay.
finish. Tell me what you know.
I would have actually gone with Elijah Craig with how that was tasting, how long that lasted.
Yeah.
If it just wasn't that last little bit.
Yeah.
So with the I'm going across the board
Yeah.
for double oaked.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it, too. Oh, yeah, I'll agree with double oak.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Because I thought, you know, I will say this: the
You're
Elijah.
not going to be unhappy with either of them.
No, you won't. Elijah Craig, this one, you know, it's like here, and then the Woodford Reserve Double Oak is here. Well, I think Elijah Craig kind of went, here.
But not you, Elaine. I always put you up here. There. Over here. Now you're all...
So, you know, they got it's closer, but it's still, it's for me, I'm going across the board on the syrup too, the Woodford Double Oak, because it's to me, it's just that much, it's that good. Again, like what Dad was saying, is, you know, you go out and you buy a bottle of the toasted oak. I don't think you're going to be unhappy with it. You know, it is a good bottle. I forget
What's the price difference?
well, and that's what I forget.
I think it's
so
The one's going to be here and the other one's going to be
yeah, we'll put it up there. I think it's closer to 50, but I don't remember. It's been
I
so
noticed
long.
that was 94 and this is 90.4,
Yes.
which is a little difference in the...
Not much.
Not enough to make you run home to mama. But
No.
So
So
I don't run the home mama for proof.
yeah. So you go across the board. I'm going across the board. You got split on one of them, but it was pretty much.
It was close.
It was kind of a clean sweep across the board, which is
Yeah.
kind of what we thought. But I think Elijah Craig put up a good game.
I was actually pleasantly surprised with it.
Yeah.
Because but beforehand, you know, I was not impressed with this particular
Right.
bottle.
Yeah.
Toasteds in general. You know, we had Yellowstone toasted last time, and we got together, and I was not a fan.
So it's funny because I've since had Yellowstone toasted again. I had that over at Beaker's, and it was pretty tasty then. And I remember having it here and not being very impressed with it. So so it's okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, hey, thanks again for tuning in. We're having a good time. Hope you're getting a lot out of the comparisons. You can't go wrong with having either one of these bottles. Well, definitely can't go wrong with there. But if you see the Elijah Craig toasted and you've had it, maybe make a comment. Hey, I like that one better or not. But this is just what we think, and we'd love to hear your comments. So,
It's for all bourbondom.
all right, guys, catch you later. Have a great one.